And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. This including the ice wall, baby. Mama said that there will be days, literally, just like this. The Cowboys tied. Boy, we tied. A tied game. Cowboys versus Packers aftermath upon further review. 1-2-1. 1-2-1, baby. Yep. Do we have enough? 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on with it. And 1. All right. Mama said that there will be days, literally, just like this. Cowboys ended up in a tie. We got the updated information. The Cowboys are currently ranked 32nd on defense.
Read it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
There's 31 other teams better than us on defense. And currently, the Dallas Cowboys is ranked number 1 on offense. I can't make this stuff up. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. So that's a way different from being ranked, in the middle of everything. So we got the number 1 offense in the National Football League. hey, sometimes you got to get in where you fit in, right? And then we have the number 32nd ranked defense in the National Football League. Can y'all even imagine this? This is crazy. Dak this morning, what more do you want from me? JD from DC. You ain't lying.
Give me my theme music.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, here we go. So 1-2-1 is our record. And that is crazy, when we start to look at everything and we're saying, okay, what are some of the things that we can improve at? Well, organically speaking, I don't think that can happen overnight, especially on defense. I think we're missing too many parts and pieces there. And that's just how it goes, unfortunately. And let me pull it up just so I can be real with everything. Yes, the Cowboys have the number 1 offense in the National Football League. And passing, of course, we have the best passing attack. I think we got the 5th best running or rushing attack. Well, by player, by the way. Javonte Williams is the top 5 running back so far. And yards allowed, of course, they go by that. And of course, you will see Cowboys at dead last. Boy, me and the Ravens, we fighting for that spot, by the way. So we have the number 1 offense and the number 32nd ranked defense. That's crazy. But, stats are for losers, right? And in good faith, I don't want us to just dial too much into the stat mindset of it, because there's other things. When you start to look at health, right, you want to stay within a certain caloric deficit. You don't want to get too high. You don't want to get too low. For those who making sure that they are in weight management, right? You want to get as close to your BMI, and there numbers and stuff like that to teach you, to tell you this is where you go. And even if you are to a degree a diabetic, you got to keep your sugar a certain level, right? So that is what stats to me is an indicator. You can't believe anything and everything that you see, because even BMI, body mass index, that's based off of a certain group of people, not everybody, right? It's hard to measure people of different descent. So if I can be that way, and that is how it goes, Cowboy Nation. And I think that this team on defense, we're not sitting out here banging the table for the Cowboys to give away 5 first-round draft picks to make the defense better. But what we're saying here basically, Malik Hooker, Scott, is his big toe. Something wrong with his toe. And you know how that goes. You know, your feet ain't good, your whole body ain't good. All right? Right? So what we're saying is that the Cowboys, somehow, the front office, they can't be satisfied. We got to let them know that don't be satisfied with where we are at. Figure out a way. Always look to replace anybody that's on this team, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. See how you can will and deal. And that's just for what it is, Cowboy Nation. I'm looking at it like I'm always got my head on a swivel looking to improve, right? Seeking who we can get into this particular team to make them better. So what we're looking at is $32 million, right? We done paid everybody. Who else we got to pay? Who else we got to pay, ladies and gentlemen? Sure. We sitting on $32 million, close to 40 almost if you really finagle and finesse. I think that the Cowboys, as far as what we look like on offense, it's efficient to a degree. Is it sustainable? That I don't know. Are we pretty much executing all of our drives properly? No, we still got some little warts here and there on offense, right? So if you're thinking about down the stretch, we still haven't hit Javonte Williams with 25 or more carries, right? So he's hovering around, and I don't think that he hit 100 yards rushing. Remember, stats are for losers, right? But what I'm looking at, even with Javonte Williams, who's been phenomenal in our system and in our processing here. Let me pull him up right quick. He's been good for us, and I like what he brings to the table. He's the 5th running back right now. You got Bijan Robinson, Travis Etienne, James Cook, and Taylor right ahead of him, right? And when you look at him, I'm looking at it, how do I preserve that? How do I keep him at that pace, at that tone? And on top of that, how do I add to it? I'm not trying to be satisfied with Miles Sanders. If Jayden Blue can't make the field or see the field, I'm not satisfied with him, right? I'm not satisfied with anyone. We got to continue to say to ourselves, let's get better, even at our best, right? Because you know how football is. It's a long season. And I think that Javonte, if remaining healthy, he's going to get better, because if you see them boys when they try to tackle him, right, it's not even cold yet. Who played football when it get cold? And you start hitting folks when they get cold. Ooh, we finally got one of them ones over here that will drop that head on your shoulder pad, and he'll make you feel that pain. Especially when they get cold, that's when you're going to start seeing people check out. You know, they say, yeah, I was going to make a tackle, but I'll make a business decision. I do like that aspect out of it, right? Far as Davey says, let's go get Derrick Henry. Man, shoot. I'm not going to go down that path. You know, Jerry Jones and Stevie Jones said we got our Derrick Henry at the house. His name is Phil Maffa, you know. Yes, indeed. Williams is that dog. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is for that dog, add more and more weapons to that dog. Add more and more pieces to that dog. And see what we can get from there, Cowboy Nation. I know we can't catch a break. Pause if necessary, as far as, you know, the breaking of player bodies and stuff like that. I would say this, though. When we look back at the game, 40 points is 40 points. That's a lot of points. 40 points allowed is a lot of money. But us putting up 40 points against the number 3 ranked defense is phenomenal. Let me say this again. Us putting up 40 points against the 3rd ranked defense is phenomenal. You know, I love every bit of that. Being able to do just that brings a lot to the table. And let me see what we have here.
Should Jerry be happy with the results of last night's game?
First of all, how's everybody doing? Let me tell you guys how happy I am because you set me up for an ambush that didn't go down, did you? Yes, you did, Stephen A.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Let's stop playing around. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. When you're good, when you're God protected like I am, you get set up for an ambush, and it never works out. You wanted to see the Green Bay Packers run roughshod over the Dallas Cowboys, and then I come on and be a punching bag.
Yeah, Unc, get him, Unc. Let's get it. Get him, Unc. Yeah.
Knock around all day, but it didn't go down quite like that.
It didn't.
You understand what I'm saying? It didn't go down like that. I'm not saying I'm happy with the tie, but the results and how they got there, I pulled a lot of great things out of. First of all, you guys can talk about it. Green Bay had the very best on the field all game long. The Dallas Cowboys didn't have their very best on the field. He was sitting on the sideline. But the rest, since the best was out, the rest stepped up and they made plays. I mean, all the receivers made plays. And George Pickens just showed why he's been talking like he's been talking.
No doubt. That is the ultimate playmaker. When your back is against the wall, sometimes can be your best defense. There's no sneak attack. You can see everything in front of you. The Cowboys, there were no sneak attacks. They saw everything in front of them. Back against the wall. The 3 ladder, the 4 ladder, all of the ladders was against the Cowboys. A few Cowboy fans was against that too as well. But when you look at the fullness of a team, did we get one to slip away? Yeah. Could we stack upon this tie to get us in the right direction? Yeah. Benching Trayvon but not Sanborn is ridiculous. It's from Pittman. Yeah, Sanborn. Look, I don't want to beat up Sanborn for right now. We gonna get to him. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna get to him, Pittman. We definitely gonna get to him.
And there are people asking if this was the best game that Dak Prescott has ever played. I think Jerry Jones maybe alluded to that. Was it after the Giants game he suggested it?
It was after the Eagles game.
The Eagles game.
Yeah.
That's right. He's had better numbers, but this thing is freaking impressive across the board. 31 of 40 for 319, 3 touchdowns, no picks, got sacked 1 time by Micah. The QBR was a 94.4 star up.
Big
Rain
time.
Dakota.
Big time. Played the game at a very high level, processing the game well. You know, it was just, that was a well quarterbacked game in general.
Do we have enough? Are we satisfied? Now is the time to make sure you get on the phone. Now is the time that you make sure that you reach out to some of these agencies and say, hey, this guy can help us out. I get it. Shoot down the Jeffrey Simmons thing, right? We need to find us a real linebacker. We don't need to be sitting back waiting forever to say, okay, linebacker's cool. Wait till Overshawn get back. Offensive line, look, I'm not going to touch that. But defensive line, Osa, Kenny Clark, we good with them boys. No. We should not be satisfied at all. We should be even angrier. Week 1, that should have been a dub for us. Right? Week 2, we know what happened in that situation. Week 3, if we execute better on offense, we wouldn't be talking about how porous things are as far as our record. But we got, 13 more games to go? We shouldn't be satisfied at all, baby. We should be on the phone right now saying, okay, how do we get out of the 32nd ranked defense? Evidently, Matt Eberflus, what do you need, man? What do you need? What are you trying to do out here? Because right now on your resume, there's 31 other teams better than you right now at that spot in that position. What do you need? I need for Matt Eberflus, White Cotton, somebody that's on defense, Overstreet, over whatever that guy's name, Understreet, Street, whatever his name is, on defense. They need to have a defensive meeting. And say to themselves, man, we letting this team down. We're the 32nd ranked defense right now. We letting this team down. Somebody got to be truthful. Somebody got to be truthful and say, we're not getting the job done. But can you coach these guys? No. I can't coach this. But we paying you? No, I need personnel. I need personnel. Or are we going to settle for what we got right now?
We've seen a few of these. We've seen some really bad ones this year across the league. This was a really, really solid game by Dak. I mean, he was fantastic in this one. And it felt like at every point, no matter when they got the ball, that they were going to score. And if you're Green Bay, that's a big problem. That's a big problem for you moving forward because you looked like you couldn't stop anybody. You couldn't stop a nosebleed.
And he continues to come through in big moments. I tweeted, here it is, all on his shoulders again. He comes through with Pickens, the throw to Tolbert, one that I will never, ever forget. And there.
Yeah. And Matt, I hope you're hearing me. I'm not saying that it's just linebackers. All right. Your front seven, it will always be the identifier. Linebackers are part of your front seven. If we improve our front seven, organically speaking, your secondary will be better. If we improve, because the game is won and lost down in the trenches, if we win the trench warfare, it would help alleviate a lot of things from your DBs. Now, granted, we're not getting pressure. We're not getting to the quarterback. We saw what James Houston was able to do to get that strip sack fumble, which was cool. But we need, ultimately, to get this core together. That's just the football one-on-one. You can see people that lift weights all day, got the shoulders and everything, got the arms, but they never worked on their core. And they get into a fight, in a wrestle. You punch them one time to their stomach, they fall to their knees. If they skip leg day, you sweep them one time, all of them big arms and muscles don't mean anything. Because they got no core. We have no core here. We skipping leg day too, by the way, to hold up the frame. So the Cowboys on defense need to figure that part out. We got to get better. You got the Buddha belly going on. Buddha lover. Yeah.
Bobby, you said that you were very interested to see how a team after a tie walked back to the locker room. The reports were that it was like it was a loss.
Yeah, and I wonder, we were talking about this as they were walking by because we were like, what are they going to act like? Like, none of us knew. We haven't seen them tie. And so it was like, all right, how's this going to go? And so as we're watching this, they're walking by, and you see the players, I think, they're almost talking out loud. Like, normally, like, we're expecting, all right, if they win, they're going to come in here, they're going to be talking. If they lose, they're going to walk in here, and they're going to maybe just be very sullen and head down. This one, they were like walking by us, and it's almost like they were having to say it loud. A few of them were just like, I don't even know how to feel after it.
Got a super chat. We need to go at least and sign Christian Wilkinson. I think that could be a valuable thing. Yeah. That could be a situation and scenario there. On 105.3 The Fan, do they or are they playing? Let me see. Make sure. 'Cause I think I need to readjust my schedule. Let me see. Make sure.
Tackles manage things on the edge.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job. I mean, obviously, Mike is an elite player, and we had a lot of things going on there with him in terms of different ways to show him different looks with some of the chipping and the double teams that we were doing. But he's a great one. But I thought I agree with you. I think our tackle showed up. I think Steele did some really nice things, and it's great to have Nate Thomas getting his feet wet in a game, especially one of that magnitude. I know it was unfortunate that he had the alignment issue, but he'll get that straight.
The
false start, right? No,
there was.
illegal.
It always felt like there was a plan last night for Mike or for the pass rush coming from the Packers. Like a plan that was created by Schottenheimer. Last night was a really good play calling on his part. What did you feel about? I just felt like he was in his bag. What were your thoughts on his play calling and the rhythm he was in last night?
Yeah, I think he was outstanding. I think Dak was outstanding. I think Dak got rid of the ball like he was amazing in terms of getting his read done. I mean, he knew that he had to go faster with what the Packers.
Nate Thomas should start
from a pass rush standpoint. Did
I say that?
They're really good defense, and put 40 points on a defense like that. I thought our offense really executed in a big way. George Pickens did a great job. I thought Javonte ran the ball extremely well. I just think we're doing a good job, and when we protect the ball, we got a chance to score a lot of points, and I think that hurt us in Chicago. I mean, you turned the ball over 4 times, and all of them pretty much, in position where you're going to get points. 2 in the end zone, 1 to George that would have put us in field goal range, and then the unfortunate Javonte strip. That's going to keep you from getting points. But when we protect the ball like we did last night and get the ball out and don't take negative plays, good things are going to happen to this group.
And on the flip side, you're able to force a turnover via James Houston. This is somebody who really feels like they came into training camp and took every opportunity that he got, he excelled in. What have been your early thoughts on James Houston making a difference with this team?
Well, he's doing everything that's asked of him. He's obviously his superpower is to rush the passer. That's what he's really good at.
That boy says
superpower. But I'll tell you what, he shows up in other places. I mean, he'll cover kicks on special teams. Nothing's beneath him. He just gets out there and plays football, and we're fortunate to have him. But what a great play, and what certainly a big reason as to why we won the game. Why we tied the game.
It's still confusing for us, too. I get it.
It's confusing. Bad miscue there. I wish we won the damn game. But anyway, that's a huge play he makes there. And certainly we would need momentum in that first half. We were reeling a little bit, but you could feel the momentum coming our way, and to finish with 2 touchdowns there at the end of the half right there was huge.
I know playing decisions are going to be up to the coaching staff, but were you surprised at all to see Trayvon Diggs was not starting this game?
You got pause.
Yeah,
got a load of that pause.
Trayvon's been battling his injuries and his time on the field in practice, and as we said, we're just trying to get everybody their reps. I thought when he got his chances in there, he did a great job. And, I do think we're coming there. You ask why you believe that, we're getting,
Right.
that things are arrow up. He's one of them. I mean, between him and Bland getting healthier, Bland was right there on a couple of
All right,
plays
so
that,
y'all got to ask some
when
hard
he makes
questions
the
now,
play there,
man.
then you
Get
him
on
out
to
and
the
they punt.
defense,
But,
man.
I just think we're going to continue to get better there.
Talk
in
about that
coverage, and I
linebacker.
think we're going to continue to get better in pressure. And when that happens, I think we're doing a good job in the running game right now. And we just got to get, we got to get more pressure, and we certainly got to get our coverage down in Eberflus's scheme.
And you mentioned this last week as well. It feels like another spot where the execution level needs to be picked up tremendously is those missed tackles, because that felt like something that did really hinder, especially the run defense last night.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, there's a fine line there between going for the punch out and the strip and making a sound tackle. And I think that's what we're working through as well, because certainly we want to punch the ball out and get the ball, but at the same time, when you're spending a lot of your focus on that, then sometimes, the tackling's not perfect. So there's a fine line there that we got to get our hands around.
Talk about the coverage.
We can certainly tackle better. Jacobs is a hell of a back, and, got to give him a little credit too. But, I think overall, we let Love loose on a big one and Jacob on one big one. But, for the most part, I think we're feeling pretty good about what we're doing in the running game defensively.
How confident were you in George Pickens before last night, and did that confidence change after last night?
Well, we've been confident in George from day one. I mean, he's just an elite. He's got great, upside, and made big plays in the NFL ever since he walked into the NFL. And certainly he just did a great job. I think everybody was a little shell-shocked when we lost CD last week. And, those guys work as a unit. And I think he was a little down to see his main guy, get injured there. But certainly, as you could see last night, he stepped up in a big way. And the guy's got some very unique ability in terms of tracking balls and catching balls and making big plays. So, really fortunate to have him. Like I said, there's a lot of good things going on the offensive side of the ball, and I do think we'll continue to get better defensively as we get healthier and we execute better week in and week out in practice.
Do you happen to remember the first word out of your mouth whenever Dak threw that pass to Tolbert? Because it was a special throw, and I'm pretty sure mine was holy, and then a word I shouldn't have said in front of my son.
Yeah.
Hey, I said the same thing. I thought he was throwing it out of bounds, and there comes Tolbert back and drags his feet. And by the way, what a hell of a play by Tolbert too.
Yeah, that was
to get his feet in and make that. I mean, both of them just made great plays there, and it was a holy you-know-what play.
The other thing too, and this was talked about a lot last night, but I noticed it. Brandon Aubrey's field goal kicking is phenomenal. It's
Talk about
great, it's
defense,
valuable.
man.
But
What we
on
doing to
kickoffs
help this
last
defense
night,
out?
He was doing something special. How valuable is that to what you guys are doing?
Oh, well, these kicks, obviously with the new rules, everybody's figuring it out. And, obviously that's a huge penalty when you kick the ball in the end zone for a team to start at the 35.
Yeah.
And, as they say, we're a first down away from Brandon being able to kick a field goal. But there's a lot of kickers. I was watching the red zone yesterday, burning some time waiting for our game, and a lot of kickers making some long kicks and making them, even Green Bay's kicker. They had the long field goal there in
You're going to ask
regulation
about
to tie
defense
it,
now.
and made that with
They
ease.
got to switch it over
These
defense.
kickers are very skilled and
Talking about Brandon
a lot of them
Aubrey
get
right
that
now,
ball.
just like,
they can hit these 55, 60 plus yard field
kissing
goals.
your sister, basically.
One of
You
the
ain't going
unique
nowhere.
opportunities we
ain't
get
going.
from you is some insight from the competition committee standpoint as well. Has there been any discussion, or can you envision any discussion to try to curve some of the success that all these kickers have had?
Why would you do that now? You got the best
Not
kicker.
really. I think it makes it exciting. I think it makes the game really exciting, and I don't think we're necessarily doing anything. It's not on the front burner to try to curb that success. These guys are just, talented men who have really got it.
Let's talk about the issues, man. Issue talk. Let's talk about
a great job. And
defense.
I think these kickoffs are going to get harder and harder as these kickers start to perfect, we call it the dirty balls that they're kicking, where the you want that thing to slide in.
He is
there
milking the bull, Big
Amish.
That's milking the bull right there.
And not give them a return. Those are
this is wasteful minutes, man.
And I think it has really made the play interesting. I mean, it's certainly, we're at an all-time high in 20-plus years on kickoff returns, so certainly getting the job done. And the great news is that that the injury rate is just like a line of scrimmage play. So hats off to all the special team coaches who put a lot of work into it, and I think we've come up with a really fun play to watch for our fans.
Yeah, it is. It is. And Stephen, before we let you go, is there any truth to the rumor that the AT&T Stadium official timekeeper is a Packers fan? Because there was 1 second left on that clock last night.
Put it at 0.
Well, we're on a search for a new clock keeper.
That's not what you'd be looking for.
Unfortunately,
being part of the competition committee, the Green Bay Packers wasn't set.
At least had to review it.
Yes,
I can't believe it didn't go to 0. And
it wasn't set. It should have been a 10-second runoff.
Yes, as 100%. I was like, let them review it and figure it out. Put it at 0. Game over. I'm glad that you feel the same way after a confusing aftermath of.
I'll probably get kicked off the competition committee after that comment.
All right, thank you very much, good sir, for the time. We appreciate it.
105.3 is another publicist protecting the Jones family.
You ain't lying, man. God, dog, boy. Talking about the kicker is, no offense to somebody in a wheelchair that can't walk. It's just like talking about, hey, man, what kind of shoes you want? You know what I'm saying? Hey, these shoes right here, come on. Look, he's not walking. Let's not bring that up. It's like going into a spot and you seeing that you got an open wound and you're bleeding everywhere, and they saying, hey, what did you eat for dinner? Hey, I need for this. I got shot in the arm. I don't need to know what I got to eat for dinner. Fix the issue. The issue is that the Cowboys got the 32nd ranked defense, right? And the Cowboys need to figure out a way to improve said 32nd ranked defense. And that should be a must necessary. Necessary that they go and they grab somebody to help alleviate these calls, help alleviate these issues. Sanborn run like he got gout. I think so. Give Jerry the hard questions, but take it easy on Steve and Law Nation. Yeah, they need to take Eberflus to the whooping shed right now. They need to bring about the 32nd ranked defense and no question about it to how you can fix it. Now, the reinforcements. These are the options that we have down the stretch. We absolutely got, hear me out, Revel coming. 6 or 7, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We also have in mind that we have Overshawn coming back. Josh Butler. Who else? Those are the 3 guys I know for sure that's coming back some shape, form, or fashion. Who else we're missing out on defense? Peyton Turner. Okay, he's another guy that's supposedly be coming back. I don't know if this is going to help the 32nd ranked defense. We could talk about scheme and philosophy and principle. One thing I did get a chance to hear, though, right before kickoff. Oh, Perrion Winfrey. Yeah. Hell yeah, I forgot about him. Perrion, baby. Winfrey. Cowboys robbed. So, and I know we've been knowing this team for over 30 years, 30 seasons. We know how they do. They're going to paint the picture that, hey, when we get Winfrey back, And when we get Revel back, and when we get Overshown back, and Carson's, I forgot about seatbelt Carson's. And we get that seatbelt, it's been recalled, right? They fixed the issue. So when we get these guys back, it's going to be a great deal for us. Now, here's my thoughts, because we finna go into, and I'm not counting people out, by the way, but we finna play the Jets. Aaron Glenn, he's no one to sneeze at far as their coach over there, but we playing the Jets and we playing the Carolina Panthers. At some point, we need to see whether or not we can get this offense and defense humming, right? We need turnovers, takeaways. At some point, we need to figure out to see whether or not we can get things moving. But what we shouldn't do is overinflate these particular situations, because we could go on a nice little run right now. You know, Jets, Carolina, Washington, right? I believe those are our next three opponents. The landscape of the NFC East can change very drastically. But I'm telling you, I'm not taking any of these teams lightly, because in order for us to win, we got to play perfect. There's no room for errors. And I can tell you, just by gauging most people's comments, people were waiting for Dak Prescott to slip and throw an INT. They were waiting for a fumble. They were waiting for an ill-advised batted ball in the air, a quick 3 and out. So we got to be perfect in all facets of this game. Dino states, last time I had blue balls, I believe, was high school. Until last night, game tide sucks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they do ties. You know, this is, Damian Davis says we need to go 4-0 in October if we have a shot at this. Oh, you right on the money with it. If we can go 4-0 down the stretch, that will put us into good situations. They'll put us in favorable looks too, because we're so far behind from the Philadelphia Eagles. We got to figure out ways to catch up with them boys. And they can't continue to win, and we can't continue to lose.
In a word, Dak Prescott.
They said Dak Prescott doing an interview where? What station, Angie? Let me see. They on commercial. On Cowboys.com? Where is he doing the interview at? Blue balls. Yeah. Man, if Rebel can play like the corner in Philadelphia, we struck gold. That is from Isaac Jenkins. I feel you. Broncos kind of bad this year. Hold on. Do we have the Broncos before the Washington game? Is it Jets, Panthers, Broncos, Washington? Or we got Washington before? I'll look it up. Yeah. Let's look at this film right quick, and then we'll circle around, and maybe I'll catch the Dak Prescott interview on a different deal. Okay, let's do that. If y'all okay with that, let's see if we can go there. Let's look at some Brian Baldinger's.
Dak Prescott was awesome on Sunday night, but this play in overtime right here, where he drops back, he steps up, and then here comes both Parsons and Wooden right at him. But he's keeping his eyes down the field at Jayden Tolbert, and somehow he gets enough juice on
that throw right there, y'all. Let's watch it again.
In a word, Dak Prescott was awesome on Sunday night. But this play in overtime right here, where he drops back, he steps up, and then here comes both Parsons and Wooden right at him. But he's keeping his eyes down the field at Jayden Tolbert, and somehow he gets enough juice on his ball for Tolbert to come back out of the end zone after he'd slipped and get an unbelievable.
That right there, that throw right there was Pat Mahomes-esque. God Lord.
I mean, unbelievable toe tap right there, extending the field by an extra 2 yards to catch that ball for 34 yards and set them up with the field goal to put them up 40-37.
Man, I thought for sure we'll be able to punch it in right there. Did we punch it in from there? Rich, for the $4.99, he states this right here, and I really appreciate you, Rich. Thank you so much for your support. He states this. Let me pull it up. Would be malpractice to waste this MVP equal play for. Go get some help. Forget the draft picks. Be aggressive. We are closer than what people think. You're right. Oh, you're right. You're so right, man. We need a player on all three levels. We need another safety, another linebacker, and another D-line guy or something of that nature as far as edge rusher or what have you. I mean, one move can probably preserve you to a degree. But we got holes. And on offense, believe it or not, I think, and I like Javonte Williams, but I'm still looking for another running back. I want what Detroit had last season, and we right there with it. A good change of pace back. I know y'all gonna give me pushback on that, but I want that. I want that here. Ooh, yeah, like when you watch Montgomery and Gibbs. Ooh, I think that we need something similar like that. Can you, Lord, I'm telling y'all, man, you like Javonte now. Can you imagine just having a 1-2 punch? Shoot. I think that we can literally, what we need to do is go back and look at, I want to say, what we can become is like what the Pittsburgh Steelers did when they had Jerome Bettis and Fast Willie Parker. Shoot, that'd be a good 1-2 punch, man. And I know that's offense. They're like, well, you already got the number one offense, but that's by who we played and all of this stuff. It's only been 4 weeks. But if you want to be sustainable enough, shoot. At some point, I want Blue to be that guy. I seen some Texas tape. Had to go all the way back to watch some Texas tape because we can't really see him in the game. We don't have I see some practice tape, but we can't see no football tape yet because they don't put them out there. Either Jayden Blue is going to be something special, or he's just going to be something that's like, hey, man, he's just a typical 5th-round draft pick, And I don't know. I wish I knew more. It's the Cowboys way, though. We're going to end up putting that brother out there at the last minute and be like, man, you should have had him out there.
Let's do the Monday morning Micah Parsons report here. And Mike has returned to Dallas. And let's just see what Dallas did. They did the usual. They're just going to chip him right here, try to slow him down, but he still wins. He still gets to Dak right here. Play after play after play. He's winning. He played 48 snaps last night. He was on the field for 3 of the Cowboy touchdowns. All right? He's winning inside. All right? In this play right here, he's going to retrace his steps. He's got to go inside right here because it's a blitz. So he's got to go inside of Guyton right here. Now, once he does, retrace your steps, get back, and go make the tackle on Javonte. All right? He does that.
Yeah.
Right now, you watch him over here. He beats Tyler Smith. All right? He's getting to Dak. He's affecting these plays and these throws one time after another.
This just proved that, man, Dak is one of them ones right there, if that's the case. If you seeing all of this pressure, Dak was dialed in. When you really look, Dak was dialed in. Oh, yeah, he was dialed in, y'all. He was dialed in for sure. I think one great player plus 0 could elevate this defense. You know what, Rich? I agree with what you're saying. And this is how I look at it. Before we go back to this clip, and I appreciate your support. when players are hurt or recovering, I don't count them. I don't even count them. I don't even count Revel doing anything. And he cool. Revel my guy. I don't count him doing anything. I look at it over Sean. I don't count him as doing anything for this season. And hear my thought track with this. If these boys do come back and they play lights out, that's just a plus for us. That's what we call, man, shoot. Man, I'm on borrowed time. That's just a extra plus for us. But the Joneses look at it differently because they're so optimistic, and I get it. That's just for what it is. He would look at it like, hey, when Overshown get back, he's going to be spectacular. He's going to do phenomenal things for us. And that's cool. But I wish the Cowboys operate with a little bit more sense of urgency and say, yeah, that's just an extra bullet in the chamber. Because what we're going to do here is get somebody today, not for tomorrow. And the reason why the Cowboys can operate like that is because there's no one that can lose their job if they fail. And there's no one that can get raises and praises if they be successful. So we got to operate from a fan of saying these are the things that we know that the Cowboys ultimately need. They look at it like, no, it's okay. And then have you ever noticed? Yeah, we like our guys. And this is not me beating them up, but this is just a thought process. Watch how many times they bring up the 90s. Just watch how many times they bring up what they did 30 to maybe 35 years ago at this point. And that's a problem. And I'm not beating them up, but I am, at this point. If I started to show y'all technology that exists in the 90s, it'd be laughable. The whole world had moved on from the 90s, but it didn't move on from Jerry. And that 90s high, yeah, some good high. We still high off of that. But it's not enough.
Here he is in a wide 9 right now. All right, they want to go to Pickens down the field. Now he's beating Terrence Steele inside. All right, he's winning his pass rushes. I mean, to Dak's credit, like here he is, and to Shotty's credit, like they had a game plan. All right, when he got over Hoffman right here, Javonte and Hoffman are going to double him so that Dak has time to throw. Smart. It's what you should do. All right, wherever he lined up, and here he is. So, him and Brooks, like he wins right away. Tyler Smith has to come out and get a little chip on him so that Dak can get rid of the ball. All right, incomplete pass.
Yeah.
When you got into overtime, he started heating it up. All right. Here he comes. Now, to Dak's credit, Pickens, like he caught it and ran, scored a touchdown. Here you go. Dak's getting out in a bootleg. All right, he's right on him. I mean, Dak just get rid of the ball so quickly. But here he is in overtime, so important right here. Like, okay, Dak's rolling. A touchdown wins the game. But here comes Parsons on the chase like we've seen so many times before. Who knows if Dak can score right there or make this throw? But he's not going to ever know because Parsons got him down. And then the final play of the game. The final play of the game. Here he comes. Now, I don't know if this affected Dak's throw. You're trying to score a touchdown right here. Steele's hanging on right now. Like he throws the hook. They're not calling any flags. None of that stuff is going to happen. But he does get his hands up right here, and the ball sails out of the back of the end zone. I don't know, 48 plays, affected the game. One of his pass rushes all game long. But Dak was just sensational.
Yeah, Dak was just that, Cowboy Nation. And we needed those things to materialize and it happened, and it was available for us. Now, we can't be satisfied with what we seen, or we can say, hey, you know what? This ain't working, This is not working. We, at some point, got to get out of our ways, and figure out ways to add more to these type of things. Notice no one calls that a sack except the stat sheets. Yeah. Your Majesty says, Dak fault. I feel you, man. Yes, indeed. I feel you, man.
134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Walk me through this game.
It was definitely a competitive game. I'll probably most definitely say Packers came down. As soon as they got the ball, they scored. And then me personally, all I want to do is just answer and keep answering.
Ty, ever been a part of one?
Yeah. I've never been a part of a tie in my life. I didn't even know football worked like that. I thought we just would start another quarter right now and keep going. But a tie is first time, yeah.
What does it say about this team, the way that you guys battled? Nobody had you guys winning this one.
Yeah, I'll probably just say resiliency for sure. Anytime you can come out, where you get a turnover, you get stopped, and we can come out and we can score, then we can respond and do the same thing back to back to back all the way to 40 points. I'll definitely say resiliency.
Jalen Tolbert, that little toe tap there at the end. What did you think about his performance?
I think he played great. I think JT need more credit as well, because without the toe tap, we don't get down there to kick the field goal. They were already up. You never know, it might be a different story. But shout out to JT for sure.
Well, 2 crazy games here in the last couple of weeks in overtime. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing more production from you.
Good interview.
Ever been part of a tie before?
No.
How does it feel?
Weird. Yeah. I don't know how to feel, because it's not a win, it's not a loss either. So.
How do you think the defense did? I know that we went to one-word calls this week. You talked about being tighter, in some of the zones. How do you think as a group you guys held up?
We look at this lineup right quick. And while we're looking at the lineup, before we go any further into this conversational pool, just understand that at this point, if you want to get shaped up and get the lines going for you in the best direction, let me tell you something.
How to be an Atlas man. First, gently glide your House of Atlas razor with the grain to ensure a precise, comfortable shave. Then, drop your transmission with nothing but a spoon. Anything's a tool in the hands of an Atlas man. Now apply Atlas Calming Aftershave. Welcome to the top. Welcome to Atlas.
Be the smoothest guy in the room. Durable blades for long-lasting smoothness. Precision trim edges for detail and also cutting those sideburns. With a stabilized stainless steel for a smoother shave. Dermatologist tested, comfortable, smooth glide. This will be your #1 blade in the world. And all you have to do is remember, House of Atlas. Shave with the best. Let's go and shave with the best. House of Atlas, your #1 shaving kit. And as well as when you use promo code LAW, you get percentages off and get your kit today when you use that code. And someone said they wanted to hear that answer. Let's see if we can circle back for that. But, defense right now is a thing that we're going to take a look at.
We played a high-power offense today.
Mm-hmm.
We still got a lot to clean up. We just need to start holding teams to less than 23 points. These past weeks has just been, the scores has been outrageous. So we got to clean it up for sure. So I feel like we got the talent. Everybody.
The AI speak on it.
Sidney Jones $5. A tie is the closest you can get to winning a game. If that don't tell you 2 at pieces, I don't know what will.
Yeah, the tie is the closest you can get to winning a game, and the tie is also closest for you to get to losing a game. So that just how that goes too. So the Cowboys, to this degree, got to figure out a way to clean up some things, and it starts now. It starts with sense of urgency. It do. I think we got that.
No, I'm talking about precision time. Like, that shit was quick. See, I always believe in I'll see you soon.
You say he see him soon, talking about precision timing, man. Yeah, it ties a half of a loss or a half of a win. Yes, indeed. You can try to sleep on it then, because at the end of the day, let's see what we got over here.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using the code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt. Download Sleeper and be sure to use promo code LAW, and they will match up to $100 on your first $100 deposit. So, I mean, I don't know wherever else you can get $100 from, but, you know, you can get it from us and Sleeper, and you just use promo code LAW, baby. At this time, there was one other thing that I was going to try to bring up, make sure I go through everything here before we go open up the phone lines and get things moving and grooving. And what was I going to bring up? Make sure they ain't talking about
what are we doing?
Javonte Williams was like, all right, that's fine. I'll be the back. I'll be the everything back for you in this game. And he is running downhill. He is playing a good game. But Kevin, because of what he's doing, and Miles Sanders was effective early too in that game.
Okay, all right. And when it's Miles Sanders, and we hope all is well with Miles Sanders. Antoine Wood says 18-35 needs to be starting linebacker. 2-14 needs to get some chances at safety. Maybe run a 4-2-5 for the defense. 7-26, 27, 2, 14, 6, 18, 35, 97, 95, 42, 58 as starters, just as your thoughts here, Antoine Woods. Boy, you gave me a lot of info right there, Antoine. You know, yeah. But it is for what it is. He asked to be traded. There goes to show you to be careful what you ask for. This is from Isaac Jenkins. I mean, at this point, we can all agree that the Cowboys still need edge rusher, regardless of whether or not Parsons is here or not. We still need help in that department. We need pressure. Here's my final thoughts on MP before we move on, because we tired. We tired, you know, literally tired of it, right? I have no ill feelings of moving on. But my only gripe would be, if you're going to move on, make sure you replenish, find that production area. Because at this point, I hate to say this as a diehard Cowboy fan, we ain't going nowhere with this defense. Defense win championships. The 32nd ranked defense will not get you far down the stretch. This just be a waste of a season. We will feel good by putting money on the board. That felt good. Yeah. Oh, it feels good. Oh, yeah, it feels good putting 40 points up there, right? Seeing all of that high scoring stuff. Jerry probably sitting there like, shoot, I can get 80 points in a game. Oh, yeah. Jerry, just why Jerry don't want to get rid of the ties and stuff like that. Jerry feels good about seeing all of them scores going back and forth. He loved the drama. Get the super chat.
Mr. Soulful $5. Law word is the Saints may move Cam Jordan. What do you think about him?
I'm Mr. Soulful. I'm hitting anything and everything that moves. I'm hitting it. I'm sitting here trying to pick it up and get it, because at the end of the day, I'm not satisfied. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be real with y'all on 1,000 levels, man. This is Jello Day, ice cream day, and we in hospice. The slow death. Yeah. We just want to make sure that everything is prepared so that they can have a good homecoming. No. We ain't going anywhere if we don't improve this defense. We can go back and forth. We can go back and forth about, hey, man, look at these stats, look at this stat, look at we number one defense, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to be happy on ice cream day when you're in hospice. No, I'm trying to get that letter to say, hey, all illness is removed. Your release date is X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But some people yeah, put the meds in the Jello. Yeah. They mix it up. Eat, you know. Xavier Porter says Cam Jordan is old as F. I'm looking at Peyton Turner. Give me the old Cam Jordan, and then they can have Peyton Turner back. Didn't Peyton Turner play for the Saints? They can have him back. Shoot. They can have him back, ladies and gentlemen. But if you pretty much riding through Dallas and you hear these things that I'm talking about, right? And you didn't like what I said, and then you start swerving a little bit, and then someone swerved and they run into you, let me tell you what you need to do.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
Call my phone.
That's 214 and all of the threes, or 817 and every three you can dial. Be sure to reach out to our partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, backed by over 100 years of combined experiences. That's a lot of stuff for you. You know what I mean? They would take great care of you, not advantages of you. So be sure to reach out to our partners. Let's get this thing going the best way possible, Cowboy Nation. Now, with that being said, my hotline for your mind, 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. The Cowboys are 1-2-1. Let's go. I got from the 240. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrankelFirm.com. Talk to me.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? What's going on, love?
Not much, man. Not much at all.
Hey, I think that's at the top of it. Like, we got it, and it may be more complicated than just this, but I feel like on defense we unbalanced. Like we're running upwards of 90% zone. Why are we not going back to our balance? These are man cornerbacks. Sanborn definitely don't got it. He got the play recognition. I give him that. He's between the ears. He's there.
Yeah.
But he's not that athletic linebacker like a Fred Warner that could play both man and zone. And even though he got that play recognition, he can't make those plays athletically because his body won't let him. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I feel like we always in this dilemma in Dallas where we got too much of one thing, not enough of the other. Like before with Mike McCarthy, we had too much pass, not enough run. With Garrett, we had the run game with Zeke, but we had remedial pass concepts. Like I feel like the key to life is balance. Right. And with this is we have absolutely no balance. When teams come here, they know we're gonna run zone 90% of the time.
Yeah. You know what? Just by you saying that, if we had like this attack far as run in 2021, I'm talking about Javonte Williams times a Tony Pollard. Granted, I get Ezekiel Elliott. From what I'm seeing out of Javonte Williams, I'm seeing a better version of what Zeke was after 2019 or 2020. And there's no disrespect at Zeke, right? But now if you had this particular combination of a Javonte Williams times a Tony Pollard, that would have been nice for us in 2021. And if you look back at 2023, we needed two things to happen. This type of running attack, and as well as an interior guy like a Kenny Clark instead of a Mozzie. I think that this would have been able to help the defense out because our offense was pretty good in 2023. So, yeah, you are right. We never have two things that match. You know what I'm saying? Ham, no burger. You know what I'm saying? Peanut butter, no jelly. It's now we got offense, no defense. So it's crazy. You're right.
Hey, if we get back to balance, that's when we're gonna be I feel like that's because right now, like you said, and I've been thinking about this all morning.
Right.
It don't matter what we do on offense, no matter who we add. We can add Tyreek Hill, we can add anybody, Patrick Mahomes. We can even add Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Without no defense, it don't matter what Dak Prescott do. We are going to lose in the playoffs if we have the 32nd ranked defense. That's
right.
Not how it works, and I could put any amount of money on that.
Amen to that, man. I appreciate you for calling in, fam. Thank you.
No problem.
Good call from my guy DMV George. It's the little things that we need to do. Yeah. But if we had TP, still wouldn't sign Javonte. Yeah, I know, but I'm just using that, and I know I don't want the Zeke people and Daddy Zeke and all of them people come at me and all of this stuff. But what I'm getting at is that the style and brand and caliber of type of run that this guy is able to do, breaking tackles, getting downfield, we get that. All right. So what I need for this team to do is, and I think that most of you guys are on the same page with me with this, is that we're not trying to burn down the entirety of this defense. I get it. We already made – look, we already on this horse. They said ride the horse you rode in from, on or what have you from Mississippi. Ride the horse you rode in on, just stay – or in other words, Luther says love the one you with. At this point, there's no turning back on Eberflus until next season, right? But at least if we're going to work this system, Eberflus need to be 1,000 with us. Don't talk to us like we silly. And know that, hey, you don't have the personnel. There was a great piece by, what's that coach for the Colts? Tip of my tongue. He not Herm Edwards, the other guy. He was on the pregame show. Dang, I'm getting old. Tony Dungy. Ooh, Tony Dungy lamented that this particular defense, and I wish somebody told me to cut that clip up, but I didn't. So I don't know how I can find that clip again. But Tony Dungy literally said, with Matt Eberflus, with this brand and style of defense, he said that was his defense. That's his brand of defense. Tony Dungy. And he said what they need is a dynamic edge rusher, and they thought that they was going to have that on the front end. And he compared, like, if Parsons was on this particular defense, he would have been like the Simeon Rice of the world. Who remember him back in the day? Or he would have been more like the guy that he had in the Colts. He said the defense can work, but he just said it straight up that this defense, ladies and gentlemen, don't have the personnel. Some way, Matt Eberflus need to stand tall and say, hey, I ain't no chopped liver around here, man. Y'all ain't going to continue to beat me up. I don't have the personnel. And then he's leaning on Sanborn, and I get the point. You turn on the tape, if you watch the box score, you say, yeah, Sanborn had a great game. Sanborn is the type and the kind of caliber of person that got the great intentions. Old folks say this all the time. There's people in hell with great intentions, right? He got all of the right intentions. But the mind is saying one thing, but the body's saying no. Somehow, whatever R. Kelly said, Dwight Freeney, yeah, shout out to you, Thomas Johnson. Appreciate you. Now, can we see a little bit elevations of the game with, dare I say, James Houston? Yes. And James Houston, JSU on. I love the man's skill set. But he ain't enough for me, man. I'm on the phone, and I'm calling Bradley Chubb, and I'm sitting here like, hey, Miami, how y'all like the season going so far? I got a 3rd-round draft pick for you and some other players, right? Try to go find that dynamic guy to add to. Yes, indeed. All right, let me let the next call on. Jake the Great from the 561. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you good, bro.
Okay. First, I want to say, Law, thank you, man, for changing your mind. Last season, you threatened us and said, man, I want to go to the games. And last night, I was waiting for you to start. I'm like, oh, man, Law ain't going to be live tonight. Law done went to the game. He done left us, man. So I'm happy you done changed your mind and you're still going live with us.
Yes, indeed. Jake, true story. I got access to every game.
I already know, Law.
Yeah. I was. It was going to be in a certain suite with a certain people, that was going to just front load everything for me and lay it out, man. But that person or those people got traded. Oops, I said it out loud. But neither here nor there, man. What you got for me today, man?
Hey, man, listen, man. That's what's up, though. Hey, there's a lot of good that I've seen, and there was a whole lot of bad. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer and, you know what I'm saying, raise my blood pressure because it's been a struggle, man. Just, woo. So I wrote a couple things down as I was sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start with I got to say this first. Now that I realize what Green Bay did, they kind of fleeced us a little bit if you think about it. I did not know that they had that D tackle Wyatt. I'm like, oh, damn. That's why they let him go. They had this monster back there. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like they fleeced us when the game started. Shout out to the young offensive tackles. TJ Bass, Brock Hoffman, and that one dude, Nate Thomas. That dude is big. And I didn't get a chance to see the preseason film because, Jerry done messed it up for us. We couldn't get that Law Nation exclusive how we used to be getting it.
Right.
Nate Thomas, boy, listen. He can. Boy, when they said they want to put him in for Terrence Steele or whoever, do what you do. That boy right there is bad to the bone.
Yeah.
And then I'm complaining to my peoples because I'm watching the game with family. I'm mad because I'm like, man, we need to get number 2 and number 14 on the field. And Lord, answer my prayers. Number 2 blocks the extra point, and number 14 runs it back for the 2 points that makes the big difference in the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, man.
2-1-4, by the way.
Well, there it is. And last but not least, my goodness, man. My goodness. I don't care what his intention is. I don't care how good you can recognize plays. That's what you're supposed to do. This is a football. Sanborn is too dang slow. I seen that brother on that kickoff. He had the angle at the dude, and then he's running the dude. All you see is just separation. Separation. I'm like, oh no, man, he gotta get off the field, man. You can't even play special teams right now, bro. You're just too slow, man. But yeah, that's my little rant, because I ain't got too much question. But Cowboy Nation, it's not the end of the world. 1-2-1 is a lot better than 1-3 like the Baltimore Ravens is right now. That's all.
You ain't lying, man. Shoot, Jake the Great, man, is a whole lot better. It's a whole lot better than being that, And boy, 1-2-1-2. 1-2-1. 1-2-1. Yes, indeed. This is the time not to let your foot off the gas, Cowboys, we got to. I just look at the Joneses like this. If we throw enough rocks at the shield, at the glass, or at the car, eventually they would stop and say, hey, man, who threw that rock, That's all we need for them to do. Stop what they're doing and realize that it's not sustainable. I need Will McClay or somebody, man, to pull them to the side and say, hey, man, I get it, man. Sanborn, he knows his defense. That's your boy. But he didn't start for you in Chicago because you had a better dudes, right? So let's see if we can get better players, man. You can't find nobody that's better. All right, I got from the 817, and then I got from the 860, and then we have the 901. Okay. All right, from the 817, you're live on the Nation. Kobe, talk to me.
What's up with it, brother?
Hey, man, all is well. Can't complain, man. What you got?
I got a few points, man. I got a few points. I need your wisdom on it. Okay, as we sat there, I had you on as I was watching the game all night. Mm-hmm. Man, it's like every defensive snap you was calling out Sanborn, and we'd look up and I'd be like, "Yep, sure is." That's I mean, he's getting burnt every play. He's out of position when he coming downhill. He don't fit the gap fast enough. It's just everywhere you look. I mean, he's just out of place, right? Mm-hmm. And I think, like you said, that's going to be overlooked because of the stat sheet, right?
Yeah,
he has the most tackles yesterday or whatever. So, you know, people are going to try to grade him off of that. Like Buddy said, oh, he had a great game. What were you looking at? he did not have a good game. What were you looking at? But I had this analogy, and I don't know if this is just way out of context. Could we put Bell in his position, Marquise Bell, or is he too small?
All right, so it's a yes and a no, right? Like in 2023, we won a lot of games. It's not like we lost a lot of games, right?
Right.
Bell was playing that safety switched over to linebacker because they didn't want to move and get a real linebacker. And it was sustainable only when teams decided not to run. He's really good in coverage. That's an element that we right now are having one of our most issues at. We didn't have up front like a Kenny Clark in 2023. So I would look at it like this, and I know there's principles, there's rules that Eberflus may have core principles too. But if this team on 4th and 6, all they had to do is sub out Kenneth Murray, sub out Sanborn, put in your coverageable guys, right? And I think that play would have never been executed. Athletically speaking, I think Bell would have picked that ball off. But I just think that the Cowboys, Matt Eberflus, is just like Jerry to that degree. He's not making the necessary adjustments. He's too dedicated to proving a point that my guys can win, and that's gonna fall us short every time. But no, I see no ill wills of putting Marquise Bell in there just to be a coverage guy on possible passing down situations.
Okay, good. Because me and my sister, we was talking about that all night yesterday. As soon as the game was over, I was like, man, can we put Bell in? Could this game be enough shown that, okay, I need to move Sanborn, to the sideline? Yeah. But, I mean, like you say, I don't know if Eberflus will make an adjustment. My next point is, did Blue upset Jerry or upset the front? I mean, what's going on with him? What is he's not hurt? Why is he still being set out?
My thoughts on Jayden Blue being a healthy scratch is for what John Machota, he reported to us that he's not picking up the game, basically. And it could be that part of it. And these are all speculations because even he lamented the fact that reporters during this time, they don't have access to practice. They can ask questions, but they're talking about consistency, So the last known conversation was he wasn't picking up the playbook. So we can only assume that he's still not picking up the playbook and he's not consistent in practice. So that could be the situation there. And shame on Blue. There was a report that was before he was drafted that lamented the same thing, that he's not good between the X's and O's or whatever it may be, unfortunately.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, we need help because it looked like Miles Sanders will be out this upcoming game. I hope so we can get rid of that science project and find us somebody else to back up Javonte, because the boy's balling, man.
Oh, he is.
But he can't carry that load by himself. I don't care how good you are. You know what I mean? He needs a break, and when he has those breaks, like you said, man, if we have a flash player, somebody with a 4.2, 4.3 speed to run behind Javonte's 4.4,
right,
man, we gone. I mean that's the 1-2 punch of any team. That's what we want. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know, man. I'm just praying that they making adjustments, man. Crazy game yesterday. I love watching it with you, brother. God bless you, man.
Likewise, man. Good call from my guy, man. Here's my thoughts on it, even with Jayden Blue. I can give you a book all day on how to ride a horse, how to go swimming, but until you get out there and feel that real water on the deep end, knowing that book will not help you. You can be driving, on chapter 3, I'm trying to learn what's on chapter 3, I forgot. That real water going to teach you everything. And the easiest transition from anything from NFL, well, from college to pros, everybody say running back. That's the easiest transition, right? So I don't know, man, what's going on with Blue. We'll find out when it's time for us to cross that bridge. But at this point, just throw him out there. Just tell him, hey, run right. When he said, yeah, here we go, just run right, man. I don't think they can be that hard. Come on with it. Shoot. What's the dude on Life? Can't get right? Shoot, he didn't need to know the formations of the baseball field. They just knew he could hit that ball. Shoot. Yes, indeed. From the 860, the VIP hotline for your mind. What's good for you, man?
Lord, I'm confused. It's VIP, Lord. I can't even put the baby with it, Lord, because I really don't know how to feel, Lord. Lord, for the first time, I'm going to give you the best analogy. I was talking to Sky earlier. It's like going to a happy ending massage parlor and you just have an ending, Lord. No happy. It just ends.
Well,
you're standing there like, hey, where's the happy part? Nah, ending. Time to go.
I don't know, man. I know we try to keep it PG-13, but man, that's the hardest analogy, man. It's like, in other words, I hope the kids can close their ears. It's like she keep going after you done stop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, hey.
I need 2 and 2. No, I keep riding. No, I need.
No. Stop. Let's go. That's how Ty feels, man. It's like, oh no, we done already met our goal, Why you keep going, And that just for what it is. It's not happy. It's a situation where you can look back at it. Yeah, the moments were great. The timing was good. But this is not a happy ending for us, basically,
Yeah. And Lord, there's a few things I picked out. First of all, somebody asked the dumbest question to Jerry. Like, Jerry, how did you like the tie? Jerry loves the tie, damn it. You just spent an hour worth of more liquor at his spot. He don't care about no damn tie or win. He cares about currency, Lord.
Yeah.
And that's relevant by the look on his stupid ass face when they asked him the question. How could you be happy? But that shows you, Lord, happy people that are happy with this tie, Lord, are the people that drive in the middle lane their whole goddamn life, Lord, and never want to go in the fast lane. They don't want to go in the slow. They just stay in the middle lane, Lord.
Yeah.
They continue. They drive with their mask on. COVID been going for 7 years. They still drive with their goddamn COVID mask on in the car by themselves, Lord. And it's, Lord, it irritates the hell out of me, Lord.
Yeah. Now, you're right. Boy, during COVID or C-19, I'll be driving around and I look over and somebody in the car all by themselves with the mask on. What, you gonna catch it from yourself? Take that mask off of there. They in the car with the mask on. They in by itself.
And this is the type of delusional fans we deal with. I heard somebody come on here and blame my quarterback last night. Lord, I wanted to call in. After that, Lord, I'm going to bed, man. Because I can't, like, I really was going to tap in. I was like, yo, did somebody blame my quarterback last night, Lord?
Put it like this. Whenever you talk to somebody, just say that this particular team with this particular quarterback put up 40 points against the number 3 defense in the National Football League. And on the flip side, we got the 32nd ranked defense. And we went, I ain't gonna say that word, but we went, no, I ain't gonna say that, but we went to the end, to the edge of it against that team, you know, and they had everything in favor for them.
Well, I no longer want you to address our defense as defense. They're now Diddy fence. They're Diddy oiled down. Lord, if you want to slide up in something early, go into our defense, Lord. They're worse than Diddy's house. Lord, you can slide up in them with no baby oil.
Wow.
Lord, no Vaseline. You just run up in them, Lord.
Man, where we going with this show?
That's my bad, Lord. I'm sorry.
Nah, but in closing.
let me land this plane, Lord.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even going to talk about the linebacker play, because I went and watched a couple of plays that, if I want you to go back, because, you know, I have chance to watch the game 3 times like I normally do. I'll watch it today and then tomorrow. Well, but at the 4th quarter, I saw number 1 make some plays that I know I've been on his neck. I saw number 1 make some plays yesterday, Lord. Outside of JP, I expected JP to stand up. But 1 made a crucial, I don't know if it was a 3rd down or 4th down, and then that toe tap at the end. Lord, we know we've been riding his neck, Lord. I gotta show him credit. Number 1 came to play, and Lord, I don't know what we're gonna do, Lord, about our linebacker play, Lord, but something has to be done, Lord. You cannot. Do they watch does Ava Fluke watch this goddamn same film that we watch, Lord?
Man, Sanborn got some pictures of him, man. That's what it is. He got some pictures of him. That's what he got something on the Joneses. Influence.
His wife, he got to have his wife in the basement. Something, Lord. Lord. Yo, this is, man. All right, Lord, I'm gonna get off, Lord, because I don't know. Like, should I be mad, happy? How should I feel today, Lord?
You just tell her, stop. Stop. Hi. That's all you got to do. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in.
It's still how damn Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Jerry.
Yeah, indeed. That's all we can do. The mission has already been accomplished. Yes, indeed. Gene! Oh my gosh, man. Oh, Sanborn got something on somebody, man. Yeah. We have to see Isaiah land on the field now. Yeah. I got from the 901 in the building, 3-6 Mafia. Computer, what's good with you, man?
3-6 Mafia. Don't play no games.
Don't play no games, man. Every day,
Listen,
man.
So everybody's a little down, a little upset, but y'all got to realize, man, everybody's keeping forgetting one thing. Everybody wants the Jimmy Johnson Cowboys, the first game of the season. This is Shotty's first year. He has to get rid of some of the old stuff, some of them old players from the past coaching staffs,
right,
and some of the past drafts, that those picks that Dan Quinn wanted, those picks that Kelly Moore wanted, those picks that Jason Garrett wanted, those picks that some of the other scouts wanted. They're trying to get on the same page, people. I know y'all want everything now. I know we in a microwave, social media, instant gratification era, but it's not going to happen with the Cowboys. The main reason why we lost that game last night wasn't the players, wasn't Jerry. It was that daggum referee crew that we got. We won in 5 against that referee crew. Ooh. He was moving that clock and making those calls last night. And him and that other little referee, that little chocolate little joker, he was trying to make a point. They don't like the Cowboys. Y'all got to realize these people are human beings just like we are. They have their favorite teams. And what about all that negativity they put out there about Jerry being a racist with that Micah Parsons contract? Don't you think an all-black referee crew ain't going to try to get even with Jerry Jones because of all that old nonsense mess that they put out there? Listen to Stephen A. Smiths and all these people. Then y'all got to realize we had 40 million people last night tuning in to watch that game to see the Cowboys lose, and you got 40 million people praying for your downfall? You got all those demons out there trying to take them out too? Then you got those players out there playing against the ghost of the Cowboys past. That's why they be missing tackle, because they trying to make a play because they get folks off their butt. You know what I'm saying? The media on them, the media ride, the coaches riding them. They out there just running, man, trying to do the best they can. And they showed up. In the past, a Jason Garrett team wouldn't have tied that game. A Mike McCarthy team wouldn't have tied that game. A Dave Campo team wouldn't have tied that game. I don't know if a Parcell team would have. This man is far along in his first year than Jimmy was in his first year. That team didn't give up last night. That team is not quit. The only deficiency we have right now is because Stephen Jones wanted Eberflus as the defensive coordinator, and they didn't bring in one of those young gunners. So we're having to work around that. You see how the offense is lit because we got all them young gunners, them young coaches with the new ideas and stuff like that. And then you got to realize Eberflus was planning for Parsons to be on that defense the way he set that defense up. They didn't know Parsons and his agent was going to pull that crap they pulled, and Jerry was going to get upset about it. He started out against the 8 ball. Let's just give him a chance. Man, you know how bad everybody thought we were going to get beat 50-0. So how everybody would have felt this morning, we came out there and got beat 50-0.
Okay.
That's another whole year of sitting around trying to figure out if this guy going to be able to be a coach. We found out we got a coach. He out-coached Matty Fleur last night. Ain't nobody talking about that.
On offense, yeah.
When I see these Lamb out-coach the number 3 defense in the league, the Packers ain't gonna give up them many more points the rest of the year. They're gonna beat the brakes off everybody from here on out. Because Michael done got that monkey off his back. You could tell that look that he had on his face before the game. After the game, it was over. He looked mad. He back to himself because he didn't want to have to play his brother.
Senior
Hold on, I got a super chat.
Well, when did Brett Favre get out of jail? And how did Micah get a whole fan section to himself?
Okay, so I'll answer that, DP, at the computer go. But what else you got for me, computer?
Yeah, but from what I've heard from my inside sources, they are trying to make some moves.
Okay.
They're trying to pick up a linebacker and a defensive end. They're not gonna give up none of the first picks. They try to get rid of maybe some of those 3s and maybe a 2 a year from now. They are trying to build. They don't want to be embarrassed. I mean, they want to save face. So one good thing about that win what happened last night is Jerry sees that he had something out there. And Jerry don't like to lose. I thought he was going to try to make a trade this weekend. They've been talking to Tennessee about Jeffrey Simmons because I got an inside source on that one.
Okay.
So that talk has happened.
Come on with it.
So let's wait a few days. Let's see what happened. There's some things coming, people. And then and another thing y'all got to do, y'all got to look at college football this year. It is so many freaking great football players in college football. We're going to end up getting that running back from Notre Dame. We're going to end up getting that other dude from Ohio State. Dude, we finna replenish. We finna be good, bro. We just got to get a few more little players in here on defense. You got to realize, and then we don't have any linebackers.
None.
And the reason why Sanborn is playing is because Eberflus has that relationship with Stephen Jones. You know they don't like losing coaches, and they think they got to bring a coach back to save their life.
Man, you
But
on the money,
Shotty,
bro.
he's not going. He's telling Jerry and them what's up and what's not working. Y'all don't have to worry about this. Shotty puts his foot down with those people.
No
So
doubt,
y'all
man.
keep y'all head up. Y'all donate the law. We're going to be all right, baby, because we got hope. It's not really hope. You see changes on the field. When the last time we've been able to run the football on people and stop the run somewhere? Those linebackers would tackle. We would have really shut their running game down. It's a process, baby. That is a team that's already had their coaching staff in place for 5-6 years. They got all those draft picks. They got the league on their side. They got everything that we don't have, and we still took their ass to the brink, just like we took the Eagles to the brink. We're out here fighting with a half a team, a half a media support, a half a fan base support, half of the front office support. Dak out there, we out there doing it without having the same thing everybody else got. Just think when we get what everybody else got, how good we're going to be. We're going to be all right, people.
No doubt, man. That's my
Keep your
guy,
head up,
Computer,
okay?
man. Keep your head
Keep
up,
your head
man.
up. We're gonna be
Yes,
all right.
indeed, man. That's
Yeah,
Computer from the 901. My guy, man, always holding it down for me. And I'm definitely going to hit you up. That's Computer. That's Computer, man. Here we go. He's right. The aficionado from last night is the same guy that officiated the last Green Bay Packer game, I believe. His name is Ron Tolbert. Tolbert, not Tolbert. He spelled his a little different than Tolbert. And, this is his name right there. Y'all look him up right here. I think that's how you spell it, Ron Tolbert. And that boy right there, he was calling everything crazy. But then again, I saw some missed hold calls on the other side. So, but 9 times out of 10, when he calling the game, he nitpicked throughout the entirety of the game. Let these guys play football is what I'm getting at. All right, Long Way Jay, man, from the 945, you're live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Long?
Not much, man. What you got for me?
Hey, man, I was trying to give some shout-outs, man. Some of the players, man. Dak balled out last night.
Mm-hmm.
First, Dak balled out. Number 27, man. I like Reddy, man.
Right.
Reddy, I know the first time I called you, I was trying to see who was going to be that third corner. I think we got him. He come up to the line physical, and you don't see his name getting called. Teams that we've played, they go at Diggs and they go at number 20 over there, Elam.
Right.
They don't really mess with Reddy. They don't really mess with Reddy, and that's a good thing.
I mean, I
Just
think he's been pretty, solid out there making fits and hits. So it's been good. It's been good so far, from what I've seen out already.
Oh, yeah, and Nate Thomas, we heard his name one time, but most of the time he was playing solid out there. He wasn't.
Right.
He wasn't no liability coming off the bench, especially where he had to play. That's where they like to blitz Parsons a lot through that middle. So we had a backup center and a backup guard. Both of them played decent. And I got to shout you out, Law. You was the most positive person yesterday on all platforms.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, man. Sure, I tried.
Yeah, you was the most You totally, boy. You gave out hope.
Yeah.
Giving out hope, yeah.
Man, you would have saw some crazy stuff happen if we were to pull off that W, though, because I had some knives, man, thrown my way, man. But still, with the tie, at least got it close. But what's good? What you got to say?
Yeah, with that tie, man. As home, we got the home field. We supposed to got some home cooking, man. They supposed to let that clock run out.
They just supposed to call the right play. Should be the 10-second runoff. They never set. That was illegal formation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we at home. That's what was crazy. Where's the home cooking at? Where's the home field advantage? Where's the advantage?
No doubt, Long Way, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right. Well, let me finally with this, man. Before I let you go, I know you got a lot of callers, man. I think the Cowboys, man, they planned up to their opponents, man, because the two best teams we played, even though we didn't get wins, we played hard. We played excellent. on offense. That we're gonna be all right this year. Just like your boy Computer just said. Everybody keep your head up. We're gonna be all right.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Long. Appreciate you. Good call from him. We with the 32nd ranked defense. It's the little things that we need to do. Jeffrey Simmons will be nice right now. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. I get it. You know, people ask, do he play edge rush? But I'm trying to get better in some department. If I can scoop up a guy with a second-round draft pick, that's what the Titans are looking for, shoot, do it. He can give you – I'm not saying – and they try to take my words from me. I'm not saying that he's Chris Jones, but he's – when you Google or you look up top 5 interior defensive tackles, you're going to see Jeffrey Simmons. You're going to see Jeffrey Simmons. You're not going to see Kenny Clark. You're not going to see Osa. You're not going to see nobody on the Cowboys D-line. And if we can get a chance in a situation and scenario to get that, then go get it. That's what I'm saying. I got from the 9-10, too cool, and then we have the 815 and then the 662. But too cool, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hello, what's good with you now?
Not much, bro. Can't complain.
Hey, I'm like Computer, man. Everybody got to chill out because we can look at all the negative, man, but there was a whole lot of positive from that. But again, like I said, it's only week 4. When you look at that play where Bland, he cut the route. He did what he's supposed to do. If he was just an inch taller and on just an inch longer, shit, that's a pick 6 when he jumped that route and that Joker still caught it.
Oh, yeah, he was going for the kill. I mean, I don't blame a DB trying to make a play on the ball like that, especially when you have help over the top. He had somebody he had a safety, so he can be a little bit aggressive. I think that's the version of the defense that Matt Eberflus really want to work. He want to play tight, corners to play tight, and then everybody else plays zone. But we don't have that now. We didn't have that with Elam. Elam is too soft right now, if I can say that. And then Diggs is still recovering. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, but also, too, man, what about the offensive line?
Offensive line?
We got 3 starters down right now.
I'll say this with the offensive line. Man, boy, got my camera clock is going crazy. The offensive line, for what they exhibit as far as the run protection or run blocking, phenomenal. I love what they were able to do off of that. If anything, Cowboys can continue to build upon that, get behind those pads. And there was only one time that I didn't like at all, too cool, and that was when we got inside our own 5 and we tried to throw it. I think we need to get back to the balance and the mindset of this team and run the ball in there.
Hey, this is my last thing, Law. I think these Cowboys, man, come week 7, after week 7, that bye week, I think these Cowboys going to be humming, man, because when you look at them right now, all they doing is getting hope. They building that brotherhood together right now. You got 3 offensive linemen down, starters, and you go out there and you go toe-to-toe with one of the supposedly best defensive teams in the league right now. That offense is going to be something scary, though.
No doubt. We just got to get it together, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling, man. That's a good call from my guy, Too Cool. All right. With that being said, hold tight. I got from the 815, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Can you hear me, Law?
I can hear you.
Law, I want to make sure I have you on the record. Game. Well, we 4 games in. Do you like the receiving core?
Do I like the receiving core here? Minus.
Yes, no.
Was it yes or no?
Yes, no.
Yeah, I like it. I got to think. Are you applying one with CeeDee Lamb or without CeeDee Lamb?
As right now, and you can add to that with CeeDee Lamb because with CeeDee Lamb. So either way you want to. I just need a yes, no.
Yeah, I like the receiving core with CeeDee Lamb in the mix. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like the play calling? Do you like the play calling? Yes, no.
Yes, but I got to defer. I got to defer because at the end of the day, I don't like what we do when we get inside our 20. I do like the play call overall, but I don't like Not necessarily 20, because I think he took his shots, which was necessary. I just don't like what we do when we get inside the 5, if I could be precise.
You don't like the red zone offense, but you don't like the goal to go offense. But you for the most part you like the play call.
I like the play call, and I like what they're doing, utilizing Javonte Williams. I like at first when we watched what they did on the first series, those 3 straight run plays, right?
Right.
That was to get the offensive line comfortable. You got to understand, you got TJ Bass and you got the Brock Hoffman and you got somebody else that just rotating in. And at first, that's why I love when I do play-by-play, because nothing is set in stone. I want to get that raw emotion to the people, right? So at first I was like, what the hell are they doing? 3 straight run plays? It didn't make sense until like the 3rd series, though, because they were trying to wear down. They were trying to wear down that attack from the Packers, which worked to a degree.
Yeah. Also, I just that's something that I want to save for a later date. But you do like the play calling. You do like the receiving core. Offensively, you pretty much like what you see. I just want to have it on the record. That's to the side. I want to leave that for a later date. Jayden Blue. Look, I don't want to hear nothing about he don't know the playbook. I seen they made it perfectly clear. When Dak was audible, he was telling the running back which way to go. So I don't want to hear nothing about he don't know the playbook. We got to start with the BS. I don't want to hear nothing, especially if it's coming from us. Like Jerry Jones told us the defense was going to be better without Micah Parsons. So that's the same organization. So I don't want to hear nothing about he don't know the playbook. So please, I hope we think about that before we say that again. The linebacker core, it's awful. Sanborn, to me, know where he going. He just can't get there. That to me is worse. I know where to go. I just can't get there. Bro, go sit down. Be a special team star if you want to be. We need to do something. We need to try something else. I don't want to see him again. I'm done with that. I want to move on to Trevon Diggs. I'm going to say this. It's a lot of content creators that don't like Trevon Diggs. As you see, you can see what top-tier talent is, and you can see what not top-tier talent is. Clearly, Trevon Diggs is top-tier talent. So let's start with that BS. It's okay to say you don't like him, but let's not act like, bro, it's not. Like, even right now, he's a top 10 corner. Right now, without Micah Parsons, he's a top 10 corner. Let's stop acting like he's not. If you don't like somebody, just say that.
In closing.
In closing, I want to say this. All the Dak fans are happy today. We won 2-1. We didn't win, we didn't lose, but we still won 2-1. Like I said, Dak fans are not Cowboy fans. Shout out to Law Nation. Shout out to the nation. How about them Cowboys, I guess? We're going to still win 10 games.
All right. Brandon, man, you do this to yourself, man. I'm trying to figure out. I got from the 662 and then the 215. 662, man. What's up with you, Will? Talk to me, man.
Man, looking at this team for the past 4 weeks, and I made a video of this on my channel. Mm-hmm. We got a top 5 offense and the worst defense in the league. Yep. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones got to get off their butts. Mm-hmm. Save this season. You have to save this season. Because when this offense rolling like this, this is a championship offense. You put up 40 points against a good Eagles defense,
You put up 40 points against Giants defense. Giants defense it's pretty good defense. Giants defense is good, and you put up a good defense. You put 40 points against the Packers defense. You have to save this. You have to save this season. You got to go get Jeffrey Simmons. You got to. You got to try to see by Cincinnati with Trey Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. I won't give up a first for Trey Hendricks because he's a free agent this year. So I won't give up a first. I give up a second, third for him. But you have to save the season. You need a pass rusher. You need a safety. You need a linebacker. But I don't think they're gonna get the LB. I think they're gonna stick out with Overshown. But I think they are looking for a pass rusher and a safety. You know, is Jeffrey Simmons? What's the other guy named the safety? He's a Simmons too, ain't it?
It's Justin. But I think that with a better front seven, it always help out your secondary. I mean,
it help out.
It help out, man.
Malik Hooker got hurt too last.
Yeah, his toe. But you still got Wanye and Bell, so I'm comfortable. Not saying that I'm satisfied with those two, but I'm comfortable with them. I think that our major issue from this team is that we're not creating pressure, right? We're not creating pressure, and our linebackers can't cover. So if we get a linebacker in here, that'll alleviate a lot of things. Like if you get a Fred Warner type, if you get a Roquan Smith, you're gonna have to. I don't know who's open and available for trade, but the Cowboys going to have to figure out a way to get better in the middle of the field. If not, this tape is out. More and more tape is out, so teams are going to target that middle of the field. What they did on 4th and 6, that was open all day in the middle of the field. Kenneth Murray and Sanborn, they can't cover, and they are good at fitting and coming down and hitting on stopping the run, but they are terrible in coverage, and that's going to get more and more exposed as the time go by. And we just gonna have to get that going.
Get an LB. I just don't know who they gonna get out there. But no, now.
But in closing, yeah.
Up front with Simmons and Trey Hendrickson, you get them, man. That's gonna save the defense.
I mean, if you make those two picks. Let's say, for example, the Cowboys, and there's a lot of dip on the chip if you get Simmons and Trey, right? One or the other. Even if you get Trey Hendrickson, I think that improves one side of the field drastically, because now the quarterback got to know that they got to get that ball out within 2 seconds now. They're not the comfortable 3 and 4 seconds. So that helps out. But if you get Simmons, same could be said, right? He's going to create pressure inside, and you should see a better tick of play even from Kenny Clark in Osa in that rotation. So yeah, you're right.
Yep.
But appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. Yes, indeed. All right. I got from the 215, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Sleeper. Talk to me.
What's up?
What's good?
Oh, Brandon, my man. Oh, man, Brandon gave me a headache. Lord,
I was seeing where he's going with it, man. I was like, okay, do you like the offense? What I supposed to say? I don't like the wide receivers. We got the number 1 offense in the National Football League. It need to be critiqued to a degree. Yes, we can get better in certain formations of it, but overall, yeah, you can't say you can't stand the offense. I don't know, man.
He was like Sanborn, trying to get there, but just couldn't get.
Yeah. AOL speed.
I want to get. I see the play. I want to get there, but I just can't.
Sanborn allowed at least 50 to 60 yards, man. Just looking at it, you know. I said, man, Sanborn must got some tape on Gene or Charlotte or somebody.
Yo, those files. Somebody might be in those files.
Yeah, he got the Epstein files for real. Release them, Sanborn. Release them Epsteins, man.
Oh my God, VIP was so truthful with the people in the car with the mask on, driving alone. Oh my God. I see that so often. It drives me crazy. VIP, thank you very much for that laughter, bro. Oh, I see that all the time. Last night, man. Oh, by the way, I'm coming in late, so I don't know if you ever did you watch the we were going, you got a little heated last night about, the young boy. want to be or linebacker. Was he late? Extremely late on that hit?
He was just as early as you remember Dre Greenlaw, right? Suplex Tony Pollard. Was that a flag?
That's not the question.
Yeah. So we can't look. Here's what we can't do. We can't ask for a dog, then we get a dog. Now we want to tame the dog. That's a dog.
That's not what we're doing.
That's what we doing.
I want a dog, but I just need him to be disciplined. If he makes a mistake, so be it. Call him out on it, get better. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying bench him. Nobody last night was saying bench him. We're just saying it was a bad play. Do better next time.
And what you think? What you think Mears Leofau going to hear from the community? What do you think he's going to hear the most?
He better cut his nuts and block that out and be ready to play Sunday. I don't care what he hear.
Yeah, he gonna consume. We the only fan base. Well, technically, we the only fan base that berates and beat up our own. And anybody else do it, that they stand tall with they stand 10 toes down with their player. But we the only one. We can't have nobody physical on our team. Every time we get one, we ready to put the cuffs on them and cut the nuts. Yes.
That's not true, Law. That's not true.
CJ Gardner, is he a good player or bad player? When he played for the Eagles, what he was considered?
Hey, they should have picked him up. Moving on. Leave Tolbert alone. Please leave Tolbert alone. Tolbert made every key catch in every major drive last night, and he did the same thing 2 weeks before. Tolbert is Tolbert. Leave him alone. Let him be. He's an in-traffic receiver. He's a body catcher. He makes those catches that Pickens don't. Pickens' talent is so off the chart. Pickens is trying to make that next move and trying to take it to the house, and he loses focus sometimes. I love Pickens. I'm not saying anything bad about Pickens. But Tolbert is the one that's going to make those tough traffic catches. So please leave Tolbert alone. He is what he is. Leave him alone, Law. And if I see him, I'm going to tell him Uncle Law messing with him.
Hey, Tolbert got one of them mamas, man, that you walking, all of a sudden you feel a sharp pain. Like, what's going on? She pinching you. Leave my baby alone. But shout out to Tolbert, man.
If you only weigh 140, she going to find some fat on you to pinch you, huh?
Yeah, she'll find it, boy. You be like, yeah. She probably one of them. Them ladies at the church that reach out with the raw hand. Put that gum in there. Put that gum in my hand. You know, she one of them. But appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling.
In closing, one quick question. In closing, those two passes, VIP, don't get crazy. Ain't nobody talking about Dak. VIP just want to fight. But those two passes that Dak missed, he threw down to Pickens. And Tolbert was wide, and Turpin was wide open. And before that, he threw down to Tolbert, and Pickens was wide open. It was the same play down on the right-hand side, but he missed the receiver on the left-hand side that was wide open. And I know he was looking at the tablet. So do you have faith that we're going to look at that on the tablet and figure that out? Because those were the exact plays, different receivers, but the exact play. Or are we going to figure that out?
I think so. I think that we can figure it out, bro.
They were wide open.
World open.
Pickens was wide open. He went down to Tolbert, and vice versa. Turpin was wide open, and he went down to Pickens.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine going up against the number 3 defense in the National Football League, and you put up 40?
Put up 40 points.
40 points, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
All right, my man.
That's even with a Tolbert. You know what I mean? Jeez. Man, I'm trying not to say anything bad about Tolbert, but he led the team last season in touchdowns, right? Tolbert, to me, I don't know, man. Dak, stop targeting Tolbert. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying? Just stop it. And just like you tell me to stop it, stop it. You know, even a trash can get a steak. And I get it, man. I'm not calling Tolbert trash. But not like we won the game last night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Dramatic said Tolbert showed up. Man. I still want Mingo out there. I'm still sticking to my philosophy, man. That was a hell of a good catch. That play was really good for Tolbert, right? Really good for Tolbert. I'm trying my best not to say the wrong things, man. Let me get the next caller on. From the 206, then we got the 214. 206, you in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, family? How you doing?
All is well, man.
The conference has been locked.
Yeah, I'm about to go and get this physical. But yeah, man, I listen to your show. It's like last night I was like, that defense, man. And I don't know what Brandon, man, you gotta go, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. Because every time you always try to bring up that, it's not even about that, man.
Yeah.
And Law, you remember when the Rams ran for 250 yards and was in the playoffs, but it was Dak. Man, it's a sorry-ass defense. We ain't going to win nothing till they get a real good defensive player. Like I said, let's give us Cleveland defense, and Cleveland could take our defense. Let's swap. You know what I'm saying, Law?
Yeah.
Give us Cleveland defense, and right now we'll be 4-0. Period. But we can't win with this sorry defense. And the first thing Brandon talking about, some goddamn Dak Prescott. Man, you got to stop it, bro. You like that dude Breezy. Only thing they talk about, Dak did this, Dak did this. Man, we don't want to hear that no more. Yeah. I'm like you, Law. Give me some defense, and we got a chance to win something for once. Like I said, Law, and Law, you said, can we win 13-10 one day, or 17-10, or 16-9? No, this dude got to score 30, 40 points every fucking week. And Brandon talking about some Dak Prescott. Get your foolish self out of here. That's all I got to say, Law. Brandon, go eat up. I ain't going to, you know what I'm saying?
No
Salute.
doubt, man. Yeah. 214, man. You live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man. What you got?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, you live, man. Yeah, 214. Yep.
I mean, it's your boy Thirsty Hal, man. You know what's going on.
Man, not much, man. Just relaxing.
That's what's up. Hey, first off, I want to say, man, I've been hearing computers since he was on 103.3. I think it was the Fan, picking games on Friday, man. I love that boy, man. He made me laugh. But what I want to say is, I disagree. I disagree with him on the players. Like, he talking about the players are under so much pressure. I think we have a talent issue on defense. That's our main problem, is very much a talent issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the pressure on the players. I think it's all talent. Now, where I do agree with him is, I agree with him on it's the fundamental building of the team. I've said this on your show plenty of times, guys. We are in a rebuild. Even though Jerry is not saying we in a rebuild, we in a rebuild. Yo, right. He not telling us we in a rebuild because he still got to sell them $15 birds and them tickets and them shirts and everything, man. So y'all calm down, man, and just understand that we in a rebuild, man.
Yeah, we are, man. But in closing, though, man.
In closing, I want to say, man, hey, fans, just take it for what it's worth. This is still our team. Let's have fun. Win, lose, or draw. Let's talk noise Monday morning. And it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully with these picks we get from Green Bay, we can rebuild this defense and do a little things on offense. We can get cooking in the next couple of years, man. So y'all just hold y'all head, hold it down. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. That's Howell the third. And here's my takeaway on that aspect of it. Dak would be like 35, 36, man. Shoot, Dak ain't no spring chicken. waiting on them damn draft picks to materialize, and no one knows whether or not those rookies going to be hitting the ground week 1, week 2, week 3. So that's why I'm saying, respectfully, F those picks. F them, And here's the other part of it. You can keep your first picks. You can keep your first round draft picks. I'm more directing this at your seconds, your thirds, and your fourth picks. You know what I'm saying? If we have those type of picks, package them things. You can still keep your first round draft picks, right? But package them. I'm trying to be good now. And that's the only problem that we got, man. Oh, my gosh, man. We had the number 1 offense right now. And we're not even hitting on all cylinders, even with our offense. We got the number 1 offense right now. All I need for Jerry to do, man, is put that McGriddle down, put that salt off, take that salt off. I don't know what you had on your lips, Jerry, but focus on get them lips squared together now. But focus on improving his defense now. Go for it now. You got $35 million. You got in the next 2 seasons, you got 4 first-round draft picks. Go now. And that's the difference between us and those other organizations that know if they don't make a deep run in the postseason, they can get fired. If they don't win now, they can get fired. Nobody's going to get fired over here in Dallas land. Nobody. I got from the 201 100 grand with the plan, man. What's good with you, man?
Oh, don't you know the deal?
What's the deal?
They're not going to move those picks because that's the selling point.
Yeah.
Without those picks, there's no selling point to get you to get hooked in for next year. They need those picks so they can say, look what we did this year, and we got the picks. Just hold on. We going to do it. We going to do it. So they not going to make no moves. The money and the picks. And the draft picks that's not playing.
Yeah.
It's the selling point.
Yeah.
But every year, man, it's always something.
You ain't lying.
It's just crazy, man. It's crazy to me how you're with. And then Dak Prescott, we're going to move on for Dak. Then the selling point is wait till this quarterback get good, man. We got to give this quarterback some time. CeeDee Lamb gone. CeeDee Lamb is not. This is just terrible, Lord, how just things are just getting wasted. And there's other people on this line, his name started with a B, he just do this because, claim the fame of him saying that so he could get his little buzz on. That's all that is. So I ain't worried about that. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? People got their little sticks they use to get their little buzz on. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's all that is. That's why he say what he say. He just want a reaction out of people. That's all. That get his kicks off. Like females who post those thirst trap pictures. But all right, man, you know what I mean? That's what it is, man. But oh,
Lord.
But you know what I mean? But come on, man. Like, Lord, I don't know, man. With no defense, the defense is terrible, man. The defense is terrible. You can't overcome a bad defense. I don't care who you are. You can't overcome no bad defense. Now, they're catching steak like they did yesterday. They caught a steak in the garbage can. You got to do it consistently, and that's the problem. Now, it's not just the players. Law. It's the scheme. The scheme law. It's bad.
It's terrible. 4th and 6.
Won't change it.
3rd and 2. We have the worst third down defense in the National Football League. And Matt Eberflus, I don't know what he's doing. We can stop the run when we want to. But then again, teams sitting there like, we can run if we want to as well. We just don't need to. We just don't need to because we can throw it.
Why am I going to run when I can throw the ball? Why would you run? Why? They don't care about the yards they gonna get off this run. Law, when it's 2nd and 18, 3rd and 25, and you can just back it up and throw the ball and get the first down.
Yeah.
Because it's either gonna be a catch, somebody wide open, or it's gonna be a pass interference.
Yeah, no doubt.
How many times everybody want to talk about, the Cowboys, Mike Fisher, the things had to go right for the Cowboys to win. They had this call and that call. What about the Packers and the calls that they had? That extended drives for them so that they could get touchdowns. A lot of people in the Cowboys media want to feed off the drama and this team doing bad, and they want to write articles and stuff like that to make their money, man. I come and I notice that. I noticed that. They feed off of that, Law.
Yeah.
Mike Fisher. Yeah, I'm saying your name, Mike Fisher. You ain't no real reporter. You trash. Trash. You was not no real reporter. You talking about, the things that had to go right for the Cowboys to tie. This player did wrong. That player did wrong. Why don't you talk about Matt Eberflus, Mike Fisher? Why don't you do that? Why don't you talk about Jerry Jones not doing what he needs to do with the picks and not just talking about it on your YouTube channel when you in his face? Why don't you ask those questions? But you won't. Clarence Hill, same thing. I'm on your ass. Clarence Hill, too. He trash. All them old dudes up there asking them questions need to go. The only person that needs to stay is Jane. Everybody else needs to go. The get along gang over there with those softball questions. And if you come on, man, and put me up there, and I talk to the coach and I ask the coach, hey coach,
now 100 grand, you got to get off my guy John now. You know John been asking some good questions now. You get off my guy. Yeah. Machine Gun John. Machine Gun John. You gotta give him his flowers now.
Yeah, I give him his flowers. He cool too.
Because we got a group chat and Foots would jump in there real quickly and say, "Hey John, can you ask this?" And John would get up there. John got a whole different side to him. You know, I haven't got a chance to really sit down and talk to other beat reporters and stuff like that. But John, you know, and I get the Clarence angle. Clarence just gonna stir up the pot regardless, man. You know, that's his MO all way. You know what I'm saying?
But he stirred the pot, but he don't stir the pot in a way of getting answers. Like stirring the pot is saying, "Hey, coach, how long does your offensive coach got before you start to make some changes there? If you make changes with the players, when are you going to make changes in the coaching staff?"
Yeah.
It's a question that I want to know. Does somebody go up there and ask?
Before I let you go, bro. Just tell me, I hit you offline. I got to tell you something.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Moving on. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing is with. Hey, is Jerry Jones making the personnel moves or not? Ask those questions. Are you scared? These people don't work for the Star. They work for papers. They work for radio stations. Ask those questions.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
But they definitely got to drive home on this defense being ranked 32nd. Yeah.
Especially this defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Some more moves got to get made. And I don't think that is necessarily the players, because a lot of these players been here for a while when we had good defenses. Now all of a sudden we got bad defenses here. I think it's the scheme too. He needs to do more blitzing, Law.
He need to, man. But hey, but 100 grand. I got a roll. I got to let B Bird on. Yes, indeed. That's my guy. 100 grand. Y'all be sure to check him out. 100 grand. I'm gonna definitely talk to you about what I know. And I get it, you know, in this space you gotta the name of the game is surviving, right? And especially in you in the spot where, and I'm not trying to put cover over Clarence because, you know, that's just for what it is. But they call it self-preservation, if I can say it that way. Some of the people can read in between the lines of what I'm trying to say, and they get it, you know. they get the cat and mouse type of game. I got B Bird, man, from the 409. What's on your mind, bro?
What's up, Lord? Been a while, brother. How you doing?
Hey, man. It's been a good minute, man.
Yeah. So I definitely understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Say Clarence, man. These guys, man. It's easy, to be honest with you. No disrespect to 100 grand. It's easy for us that have nothing, no job or anything on the line to go in there and ask, questions. But you got to ask questions in a certain way, right? And so some of the ways that we as fans would ask questions is different than a professional is going to ask those questions. And some of them, they're just not going to ask. They got bills to pay, man. So they ain't going to alienate themselves from Jerry Jones and all the access that they have with the Cowboys, man. So I'm just saying that. But one of the things that he said, too, that was true, he said the Joneses, they always sell the future, man. And I said they do that because the fans buy it. We got to stop buying the future. Right. When have they sold it now? When have they sold that we're in now? And that's what we got to kind of push them to do, man, because, hey, we got a bright future. We've been having a bright future for 30 years, right? So we got to get away from that. And so the thing is I was going to ask you is this. I think right now, man, we're in a great position salary cap-wise and draft capital-wise to make some moves for – I was looking at Max Crosby, right? I was looking at edge rushers on teams that aren't good, and everybody been talking about Trey Hendrickson. I actually like Max Crosby. He's a couple of years younger, and he's signed through 2027. I think if they don't make a move with this offense, man, because I think we do have a talent issue, which is I think what 100 grand said. I definitely think we have a talent issue. I looked at our roster, and I looked at our defensive roster, and I looked at Philadelphia defensive roster, and I came to the conclusion that we only have maybe one or two players on our team, our defense, that can start for Philadelphia. That's a talent issue. So if you get the talent up, the scheme may work better. I mean, it will work better. But we got to get pressure with 4, man. And so I think we got to get an impact defensive end. I think if we don't go get a Max Crosby or somebody like that or Trey Hendrickson, I really don't know what this organization is doing because, man, you got this offense humming right now. And it's not just a pass-only offense. We're running the ball effectively, and we're stopping the run. Two things that you're going to have to do in the cold weather in the playoffs. So we make it to the playoffs, man, we can run the ball and stop the run, man. We can go somewhere, man. And so all we got to do is get the other aspect of this defense, the pass defense, down. Part of that is getting to the quarterback. Yeah. We can't consistently get to the quarterback because we lost that individual that consistently got to the quarterback. Well, if you get to the quarterback, that makes it, like you said earlier, now your safeties look a little bit better, your cornerbacks look a little bit better because now that clock's going off faster in his mind, man. And so we got to be able to do that. But Law, I think right now, man, it's a time for the Joneses to show up or shut up, man, because if they sit on those draft picks, man, and like you said, Law, it does not have to be the first-round draft picks. Right. It could be some 3s. It could be some 2s. It could be a combination of 3s and 4s. You can still keep your 1s if you want to.
You still keep your 1s.
But we got to make moves, man.
Man,
and I'm going to say this, Law, because I think you kind of stressed on time. But I'm going to say this. Go to your room if you got a defensive end room, and don't go say, okay, who can I bring in at the bottom? Say who I could bring in at the top.
Ooh, yeah.
Go to the cornerback room and say, who can I bring in at the top? Go to all these rooms and say, who can I bring in at the top? That's what the great organization is making a run for it. They don't just go add bodies at the bottom just in case somebody get hurt. Let me tell you how that works out, man. Yeah. We went and added Pickens to the top of our wide receiver group, right? He's the second guy up there, right? Okay, our first guy get hurt. You see how that works?
You see how that works?
De facto number 1.
James.
So everything else falls right.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing we did didn't settle for Hoffman at guard. We went got what's his name? I'm sorry, the one we drafted this year. We went draft pick this year. Yeah. Tyler Booker. We got Tyler Booker. Okay, so since Hoffman was not our starter, Tyler Booker gets hurt. You see what I'm saying? And BB gets hurt. Now, yeah, we lose, but Hoffman's a heck of a backup. Right. But if we had Hoffman, we had a backup less than him. Look what we beat. Yeah. Man, go to your fill the top of your rooms, man, with great players and push everybody down. That's how you build your roster to go to the next level. Stop doing this stuff where you go and get cornerbacks off the free agency or off the cut list and stuff like that. That is not helping your team get to wherever you want to go. Go find somebody. You got to trade for him, man.
Got to. That's the only thing. This put the Cowboys in the most difficult spot but it's necessary because
necessary.
oh my God, they're in a difficult spot because it goes against their order of operations.
Absolutely,
but it's
you know
necessary.
What, I'm gonna say this, Lord, I'm gonna get off.
Yeah.
So I love Dak Prescott. Forget Brandon, but I love Dak Prescott, right? And he's just playing MVP. So MVP ball.
Right.
Okay. But the thing I think that he did with Cooks, and this is just my opinion, I think that he gets really locked into CD or his number one, and everybody else got to get the crumbs. Well, one thing I said, hey, now the CD's gone, he has to go and get a rapport with Pickens.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is, in the 3 or 4 games, when CD comes back, he's going to have a rapport with Pickens, a confidence in Pickens, understand what Pickens can do, because he had to. Now CD comes back, now you're even-handed fighting.
May I say maybe an unpopular opinion that could get toxic a little bit?
What's that?
And you can just give me a yes or no. I'll put the branding on you. Yes or no type of thing. Hear me out.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb is a better all-around receiver.
Yes.
But Pickens is the better receiver as relates to the position that he needs to do at that X. Do you agree?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it real slowly. And I know this is only a Costco sample size off of one game.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb is a better all-around receiver.
Yes.
But for that X position, George Pickens is better.
I would say, yeah. No, you're definitely right. No, he's a traditional X receiver.
Like, I wanted Dak, and Dak still fights against that trust factor. I believe if Dak just said F it and I'm just going to throw the YOLO balls to Pickens, it was only 2 things that were going to happen. And if you look at it like Nate Hobbs is still looking up to Pickens. Pickens will literally, it's going to be 2 things that happen. Either he's going to come down with the ball or it's going to be PI.
Absolutely.
Right.
And Law, I'm telling you, man, when they showed that end zone shot, when he threw it, I think he threw it deep to, I can't remember who threw it deep to the right side.
Yeah.
And it was single high safety. And I was like, and then the commentator even said, you got to throw that ball to Pickens.
You got
and
to.
I was like, I don't understand why Dak did come down and stare down that wide receiver on the right and then just throw that ball to Pickens and win a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to do that every time. And that's the only negative I would say with that.
Yeah.
Dude, just look at it and say, I got 1-on-1. I'm going to look to the right, let the safety go to the right, and I'm just going to uncork this thing to the left and let Pickens do his thing, man. But he's going to continue to. We threw one already. He came down with it. That's just going to grow the confidence in it, man. He's going to be all right. But, again, my call was for this. My call is to say that we need to go. If we're not going to go all in with this offense, man, with this quarterback playing like he's playing now, then we're never going to do it.
Never going to do it.
Go all in and go to the top. Yeah. And I appreciate your time, too, brother.
Appreciate you, man. That B-Bird, man, got the extended time frame and everything. All right. Lord, I'm going into triple overtime with y'all. I hope they don't go off the wrong way. You know, like I said, I'm going to say again, CeeDee Lamb is the better all-around wide receiver. But Pickens is that better. Somebody said a better possession receiver, a better YOLO. If it's one-on-ones, I would trust, and I like Lamb. I would trust Pickens more on a tight coverage throw than I would trust CeeDee Lamb. If CeeDee Lamb open, you shoot him with it. You know, even that slant. When CeeDee Lamb is in the zone, he would catch that 1,000% of the time. Pickens dropped it. But if you really trying to stretch it vertically and you still want the go balls, jump balls, throw that thing to Pickens. That spectacular catch that Jalen Tolbert did, Pickens would have did the same thing. If it was the same coverage, if it was the same look, I think Pickens would have did the same thing. No offense to Jalen Tolbert, though, by the way. I'm just saying. All right. I promise you, Marcus 334 and 470. Man, I'm gonna have to get to y'all a little later. But before we get any further down this stretch, just want to shout out to one of our other sponsors for this wonderful show. Let's get it going.
Brunt workwear. Let's not work in pain, but let's work in comfort. And I'm talking about quality comfort. Brunt workwear brings you that element of comfort, stability, and also durability. With Brunt, your number one workwear out there in the field, built to last, built to survive, and also leaves you with style and grace. So visit bruntworkwear.com and use promo code LAW and pick up you a pair.
Be sure to pick up you a pair of Brunt Workwear, the number one shoe brand out there in the business, especially when you are out there in the field. And be sure to utilize promo code LAW. And on top of that, you can walk a mile in these shoes working, and you won't even feel it. That's what we like to see. We're going to put the boot to the next team that we play, and I can't wait for us to do this. I want to do it sideways. And Jerry, if you need to get that stuff up off your lip, let Brunt do it, man. Somebody put this boot to Jerry's lip. What's going on with his mouth, man? What's going on? Yes, Jerry. When you have those type of things, man, you know, your body trying to fight off something. You need to get that checked out. You got to get realkaline, Jerry. You got to get realkaline. That's all I'm saying. And then get rid of those things that you got formulating on your lip. So shout out to Jerry. You need to get realkaline indeed, man. Appreciate everybody, man, for rocking with the nation, man. It's always a plus. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Let's get things going. Let's figure out ways. New Brunt clicks for defense. That's what we need. Brunt on Brunt. Think of some ways, man, that we can send this over to Brunt. And on top of that, you get $10 off when you use promo code LAW. Go get you a pair. And Jerry, oh my God, Cold Sore Jones. Boy, y'all crazy. Yeah, alkaline water is what Jerry need. He need to flush them toxins out. Whenever you see in bumps and formations of those type of things, your body is telling you that it need to get rejuvenated. It need to get rehealed. It's trying to fight out whatever that poison or toxin that's in your body, right? So get yourself realkalined up and make sure you drink your fluids and get your vitamin C's together and all of that good stuff. Yes, indeed, and get your nose up out of it. Ain't this right, Rap? He said Jerry been eating that backside, you know. But backside, front side, regardless of the sides. We need to figure this out. The Cowboys have the number one offense in the National Football League. And we also have the number 32nd defense in the National Football League. Now, I can live with number one. You know, I can live with number one. Settling on defense, I can't live with 32nd. I can't live with 31st. I cannot live with the 29th, the 28th, the 27th, the 26th, the 25th, the 24th. I can't live with those things. The 20th ranked defense. The Cowboys never won a Super Bowl or meaningful playoff runs when they had those rankings of defense. As great as we say Roger Staubach played this game, he never played it with the 32nd ranked defense and won anything. But lo and behold, he got 2 Super Bowl trophies. And on those 2 Super Bowl trophies, he had a defense. Can y'all put the name of the defense in the chat? To this day, the defense is known about being one of the greatest defense ever. Troy Aikman, the 3 Super Bowls that he acquired at quarterback. never won the Super Bowl without top 10 defense. So historically speaking, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys never been successful in the postseason with this defense. We can point fingers all day at this or that. I'm not here for a feel-good story. I'm not here for, hey, man, we were close. Oh, shucks, we get them next time. I want to win now. And the Cowboys, we sitting on opportunities with the number 1 ranked offense right now that we haven't, don't y'all understand, we haven't even peaked yet. We still figuring things out on offense. And all we got to do is get off of our backsides and fix this defense. Fix it. We got to. Jerry, cold sore and all, toupee, hair comb to the back. Steven, that looks just like Jerry, and all that he put together. Fix it. We need you to fix this right now. If not, we'll continue to do the same cycling over and over again. We get tickets, we get the views, we get all of the hell of the praises, and then we fold when we get to the postseason. What Dre Maddox says, take the money out.
Take the money out, all of it.
Not some of it, all of it. 1, 2, 1, right? And understand this, ladies and gentlemen. If there's one thing a man should always do, it is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring or mean makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone. Ain't this right, DC for life? Let the AI speak.
District of Columbia for Life TX. JW. $5. Keep doing WTU Dula. Thanks DC for Life. Let's freaking boo Cowboys. Blue heart, blue heart, blue heart, blue heart, blue heart, blue heart.
Because in the beginning, I'll ride with the boys, roll with the boys. The morals of the story: live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man, Jerry, and rip them apart, huh? Jerry Jones in the chat, baby. He said he put the hemorrhoid cream on his lips. Those people you should never call a friend because they bend their lives around the truth to meet their end. Well, Jerry, you got me all mixed up over here. What are you preparing for? And I ain't talking about preparation. H, what is your why? Why do you want to be in the spot and the space that you're in? The name of the game is to win. And right now, we 1, 2, and 1. We got to figure out how to hold together like a knot on a rope. When the opposing forces pull, can we get tighter? Can we get tighter, Newhouse? I don't know. But when you're up against your struggles, meeting squarely face to face, lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. Not your lips. And when it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fall, you may conquer. See that all the way through. Don't kiss it. That's how you spread it. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. Don't bust it. If worse is bound to happen, in spite of all that you do, remember, Jerry, you're facing what other legends have met. As Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Big Nate Newton. See this thing all the way through, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to fight. Keep your head high. Eyes all the way through the finish. See it through. Don't nose it now. Don't put your nose in it. You got to see it through. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember,
does it bad? They can come closer.
You're listening to nothing but the best, Cowboys.
Original, they never will be.
1, 2, 1.
Time to run it off. I wake up.
Jerry over here. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good, man. I got my own paper. Jerry! I'm good, dog. I'm good, man. Oh, my God, boy. Law, you ain't never going to the star, huh? Yeah. DC the Jura. It's time to fix this defense. Shout out to my guy. Come on.
I love my fans, don't need no friends. I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone.
What we are?
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
We 1, 2, 1, baby.
First one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Yeah.
Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby. Come on, DC the Jeweler. We need it.
Wake up.
Law.
Down that.
Nation.
Drip this. Tell them run it up.
Come on.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up. Flex. Down.
Somebody said they need to examine that Wolf Kitty.
Run it up. No sleep,
Wolf Kitty. Y'all crazy, man.
Y'all gon' make me take that trip with
New York, baby, or New Jersey. Come on. We going to New Jersey, right?
Boys don't come to play, you should get worried.
One
false move, find yourself, they getting buried.
Yeah.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex on down that check. No drip this, tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first
stretch.
Tell them run it on. I wake up, flex on down that check. No drip this, tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it on. Spartans, prepare for glory.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It is you! I cannot believe it! Greetings, Your Highness! Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. Now it's here. Should I say, I am. Take a drag of my cigarette, breathe me out, breathe you in.
The longest outro in the land.
It's an evil world we live in.
places that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in.
Don't let the street teach you.
Player 2, I follow.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, you must be out your goddamn mind. I ain't that mad at you. If a paper crane can fly, then barely doesn't feel that far.
If we offended anyone, please charge it to my beard, not my heart. We do satire content here, so let's not take it too personal. Cowboys, we didn't win nor lose. It's a draw.
If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Yeah. Satire law. Comical law. Code sore law. And remember, Preparation H, the cream. Are you prepared?
Because you don't know who you're going to meet.
Come on with it. Zesty infections.
Shame.
This show is brought to you by Preparation H. And remember, sounds of soft souls and bumps and oldies. Zesty. Blue Chew, hit me up.
And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know.
You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Blue Chew.